Hello, today I continue reviewing, let's call it, non-audiophile solutions probably, because true wireless earphones probably are not ready to be called audiophile. But anyways, I've tested Huawei FreeBuds and I really enjoy them because, I'm okay with sacrificing part of sound quality in order to get this freedom, in order to get this convenience. And today I've got another solid model from manufacturer that I like. It's MEEAudio, and it's a model named X10. It's true wireless in earphones, created mainly for sport and for active usage. So price is $800, and let's have a closer look. Package is small, it's minimalistic, but it's really nicely done. It has this flip, you can open it and see charging case and the earphones themselves. There is a short manual how to control them, information about work time, 4.5 hours from one charge of earphones and about 18 hours in case, and these figures are really close to truth. Technical specifications are printed on the side. Here used 5mm micro dynamic driver, Bluetooth version 5.0, and this is really important because Bluetooth 5 means better connection quality if your source supported. Operational range is typical, as well as Bluetooth profiles supported. So I really like this representation because you will have all necessary details on all information. They are water resistant, IPX5, so they are, if you will be sweating, they are sweat proof. I suppose I pronounced this word correctly because sometimes incorrect pronunciation can change meaning. Sweat probably, not sweet. And inside everything is pretty traditional. Long manual in different languages. Earphones themselves, charging case, and small set of accessories. So you will have charging cable, and they've used USB-C, so I like them, and 2 additional pair of tips. So accessory set is basic, but probably almost everything that you will need you will have with them. In terms of design, X10 are really nice. I like this sleek shape. At least to my ear, they're fitting almost perfectly and giving the best fit from the true wireless world that I've tried. There are 2 color options. You can get this blue-black one or solid black one. I think this navy blue with black is better. Both earphones have this part clickable, so you can use them as buttons. Single clicks, if I remember right, change volume. Double click or no, single. Actually, there is a cheat sheet here. So 1 press it's forward, 2 seconds Siri, volume is double press, and single press is play pause, answering calls, and so on. In this part there are 2 LED indicators, they glowing white and blue to show you pairing, charging, and all other events, so you can read in the manual all the necessary information about them. So as I've said, wearing comfort is nice, sound isolation is a bit above average. They're using non-typical shallow tips because spouts are a bit shorter, but thanks to the general shape of the earpiece itself, it has decent sound isolation. As you can see, there is a protective grill. Here is holes with microphones on both earpieces, and actually microphones are good when there is not much noise outside. In the noisy environment you will probably need a bit better noise cancelling, but in not super noisy environment it's okay. So they look really durable and feels really solid. Charging case is basic. It has magnet clip as usual, so you just open it, put earpieces inside, and then you close it and it will start charging your earpieces, and LEDs will show you current charge level of the case. Convenient, simple, very easy to use. You open them and they connect to your source, to your smartphone or your player. You put them in the case, they will close it, they will start charging and disconnect, so you know everything is really easy. And about the sound, what is important in these earphones, that they use a new generation chip for true wireless audio, and they are using Bluetooth 5.0, so connection quality is really good with Bluetooth 5.0 supporting sources like MEEAudio X10 TWS. They giving, you know, like 15 or even 20 meters of work, or up to 10 meters with two thin walls between them. So I really like their connection quality, but of course it depends on the level of electromagnetic interference around you. If there are a lot of Wi-Fi networks and some public electric transport or something like that, it can probably cause connection issues, but for me zero issues, absolutely zero glitches, zero problems with connection quality. And as for sound, they don't have advanced codecs like LDAC or even aptX, but at the same time they created to be used during workout, during jogging, during bicycle ride or some other activities. And for this types of usage, they offers a really nice sound with strong articulated bass, with good level of texturing, with nice resolution, with good impact. I really like lows here. They have good depths, even on bass heavy tracks like classical Bass I Love You. They provide necessary level of rumble, necessary level of sensation, and they have this tight punch and everything that you will need. And mids are also pretty resolving. They are clear. Of course, you won't have, you know, super micro detalization. You won't have super resolution. First of all, not because of earphones, but because of Bluetooth codec. So you need to sacrifice a part of audio quality to get this wireless freedom, and at the same time they are sounds really enjoyable with good weight on the mid frequencies, with about average imaginary stage both in width and in depth. So you know they don't sound artificial like some cheap true wireless models. They don't sound unnatural. They don't sound thin, or they don't have this digital ringing sound. And treble is probably the most lacking part, but they because Bluetooth codecs usually not destroys, spoil treble most noticeable, but luckily here earphones do their best to minimize this issue, because treble here is pretty well balanced. It's a bit rolled off, but not too much, so they have proper amount of treble for pop music, for electronic dance music. Probably you know it's not earpieces for some classical orchestral music, but still pretty okay if you'd like. Maybe the only genre that I don't like with them, it was opera with high female vocals. It's not the genre for them, but classical music also not the optimal choice. But I don't know, does anyone listen to classical music during workouts? Or of course with some classical rock and heavy metal tracks, like number one tracks, you try to guess what was the number one track that I tried with them. If you thought about Survivor Eye of the Tiger, you were right. So it was the first track that I've tried. Really enjoyable, pretty nice. And so these earphones are created for the motivation to make you move, to pump you, and that's what they do pretty nicely. Probably I won't do any comparisons. Maybe I've got another true wireless model from Blitzwolf. Maybe in future I will do comparison of these two models, but I need to spend more time. Meanwhile, if you're looking for the true wireless model and for the workout, for jogging, for commuting, so if you want something with a bit accented low frequencies and good level of punch, I really recommend you these earphones. I like their style, I like the fit, I like the tuning of sound. Of course, modern Bluetooth is not ready for audiophilic quality of sound, but you know, I think we can live with normal sound quality, because for me music is what music is the most important thing, and it's better to listen music without audiophilic quality, but it's better than don't listen to music at all. Thank you for attention.